bringing you the details of Samsung Gear S versus LG G Watch R. Battery. Samsung is estimating an average 2 days of uptime for the Gear S. LG hasn't mentioned any estimates yet, apart from describing its 410 mAh battery as durable. Physical buttons. Right now we're working with limited information, but it looks like each watch has a lone physical button. The Gear S clearly has a small home button beneath its screen, while the G Watch R has a far wider, which we guess will serve as a power button, on its right side. Camera. The Galaxy Gear and Gear 2 both have built-in cameras, but Samsung is opting out of that game for the Gear S as Android Wear isn't currently designed for camera colors. The Gear S will ship in both black and white options, while LG is currently only listing the G Watch R in black. Processor. Neither company is getting very specific, but Samsung says that the Gear S has a dual-core 1 GHz processor inside. LG lists the Snapdragon 400 for the G Watch R, which probably means the same quad-core CPU that we saw in the first G Watch. Size. LG hasn't yet listed the dimensions for the G Watch R, but the images in this post should, roughly, reflect the watch's relative sizes. We sized them based on their screen diagonals. Display. If you're looking for the G Watch R's killer feature, look no further. This holiday season, LG's watch is going to do battle with the Moto 360 for the hearts of those lusting after round smartwatch displays. Meanwhile, the Gear S has a curved rectangular display. We haven't yet handled it in person, but it looks like a larger version of the Gear Fit screen. The space size. While the G Watch R is going to look more like a classic watch, there are advantages to the Gear S more tech-producty look. Namely, it gives you 44% more screen real estate. GPS feature. Here's another first for the Gear S, as it has built-in GPS along with turn-by-turn pedestrian navigation, through Nokia's Here service. The G Watch R will display Google navigation directions from a paired Android phone, but doesn't have any GPS radios built into the watch itself. Heart rate monitor. LG's original G Watch lacked a heart rate monitor. On-screen keyboard. With the new Gear's relatively spacious screen, Samsung is throwing in native keyboard input. The company says that you'll be able to use it to instantly reply to messages. On a 2-inch screen, it's hard to imagine typing being anything but a cramped experience, but it's also hard to knock the company for giving us the option. Phone calls. Like previous Gear watches, the Gear S lets you make and take phone calls on your wrist. Unlike those watches, though, the call can now take place without any help from your phone. RAM. Likewise, we're also looking at 512 MB of RAM in each smartwatch. Software platforms. Another big difference here is that we're looking at Samsung's wearable version of Vision OS, next to Google's Android Wear. In previous watches, we preferred Wear's superior voice control and more direct integration with Android apps. But Samsung is updating its platform for the Gear S, so we won't leap to conclusions until we get some hands-on time. Wireless feature. The Gear S is the first mainstream smartwatch we've seen that can work its mojo without a paired phone. With its built-in 3G connectivity, a SIM card should make the Gear S one of the smartest watches we've seen. The Gear S can also pair with a phone, but we're still fishing for details on exactly which phones it's compatible with, whether any features will be disabled when you're using the watch on its own. We'll update when we find out more. Storage. Both the smartwatch list for gigabytes of internal storage. Swappable band. If you aren't a fan of either watch's default band, you'll be able to swap it out for a different one. For the G Watch, it will play nicely with any standard 22mm strap. Samsung hasn't mentioned the specifics on the Gear S band, so it's possible it will require a proprietary Samsung-made one. Voice. It's going to be tough for S-Voice to top Google now for powerful and speedy voice input, but Samsung is saying that we'll see enhanced S-Voice functionality with the new Gear. Water resistance. Both watches give you IP67 water and dust resistance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment your choice.